take your seats.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends, family, colleagues, New Yorkers, Connecticuters, Californians, the in-betweeners, Australians, the Polish, the less polished, and of course everyone with love in their hearts but eager. On behalf of Sian and Tim and their families, we would like to officially welcome you to Lake Tahoe on this beautiful night before us. My name is Cameron Barber, confidant of the bride and groom, compatriot to their burgeoning friendship atop the cobblestone streets of Italy more than a decade ago, observer of the life and the love they have shared in years since, all of which bringing us to this very moment under the dewy pines of the Sierra Nevadas. From Tuscany to Tahoe, how lucky are we? Sian and Tim are incredibly honored to have all of you here joining them, not only as witnesses to their commitment to one another, but as participants and believers in their love and marriage. After all, this is a wedding. We may know how to party. We may know how to wiggle, but it's also about far more than that. We are here as the strongest collection of soul and spirit to help carry them forward as husband and wife. Now personally, I wasn't so sure I was going to be here. My wife is 9.5 months pregnant, back home in Los Angeles. Being here is risky, but I'm a gambler, and that's why I get along with the Montgomery.
My name is Dominic Mara, and I'm a humble big brother of the bride, and an honored future brother-in-law of the groom. We are gathered here today in this epic place to celebrate one of life's true treasures and to cherish the words that will unite Sian and Tim in marriage. It is no surprise that when talking about two people who are ready to commit themselves to one another through the act of matrimony, we all reflect back on what brought them together as a couple, honoring the culmination of their life experiences and our unique personal histories and connections with them. We do this because trying to describe love and all of its complications is one of our favorite pastimes. We use the words we have to write stories, poems, and songs about love in all of its forms. Whether it's amore in Italian, je t'aime in French, or miłość in Polish. Our words are just that. It's near impossible to capture the essence of a couple's love, and yet we know it when we see it. And I know that I speak on behalf of all of you when I say that we see between these two. In addition to being the promise between two people that love each other, marriage is also the choice of and for each other daily, and to deeply trust in the vulnerability of that love. In marriage, we honor each other as individuals while also recognizing the added strength as a couple. It is that collaborative and united strength which outweighs any individual limitations. And it is that strength that overcomes the dynamic challenges of life. And it is that strength that encourages the couple to build a future that reflects their mutual goals and dreams. It is in this unity, this daily choice of and for each other, that makes everything possible. Marriage is that place where you belong to each other and where your happiness lies in each other's keeping.
Sian, you are tender, affectionate, and electric. You bound through life with enthusiasm and fervor. You look beautiful today, as always, with a glimmer in your eye and a heart bursting at its seams. Tim, you are compassionate, kind, and incredibly generous. You too are electric. You have a motor, 6 speeds and no reverse. You move forward with alacrity, unless it's Sunday. In which case you nap, you eat, and you nap again just before bedtime. There is energy and magnetism between the two of you, and all of us can feel it. Now, today is not the starting line, nor is it even close to the finish, but it is perhaps a recognition of your history and a testament to your journey onward, together and as individuals. Marriage is not static. Like love, it evolves, grows, strengthens with time, care, and empathy. Your love is a love that has been cultivated over many years, first through friendship and then in complete partnership. Now you step forward together, new, different, and all the same. A partnership built on big laughs and bigger hearts. Be it challenges or success, you will experience life alongside one another, bound not by the tradition of marriage, but an active and deliberate decision to lean into one another. And together, life quite simply doesn't get any better. How fortunate are we to be here now? How fortunate are the two of you to have each other? Now we would like to invite Andrew Smith, Sean's uncle, to come up for the first reading.
To love is not to possess, to own or imprison, nor to lose oneself in another. Love is to join and separate, to walk alone and together, to find a laughing freedom that lonely isolation does not permit. It is finally to be able to be who we really are, no longer clinging in childish dependency, nor docilely living separate lives in silence. It is to be perfectly oneself and perfectly joined in permanent commitment to one another and to one's inner self. Love only endures when it moves like waves, receding and returning gently or passionately, or moving lovingly like the tide in the moon's own predictable harmony. Because finally, despite our child's scars or our adult's deepest wounds, they are openly free to be who they really are and always secretly were, in the very core of their being, where true and lasting love can only abide.
We would like to invite next Tim's aunt, Elaine Amiot, to deliver the second reading.
Forever young. May the good Lord be with you down every road you roam. And may sunshine, oh boy. Didn't even get through the second song.
I win.
And may sunshine and happiness surround you when you're far from home. And may you grow to be proud, dignified, and true, and do unto others as you have done to you. Be courageous and be brave, and in my heart you'll always stay forever young. May good fortune be with you. May your guiding light be strong. Build a stairway to heaven and a prince or a vagabond. And may you never love in vain, and in my heart you'll remain forever young. And when you finally fly away, I'll be hoping that I served you well. And for the wisdom of a lifetime, no one will ever tell. But for whatever road you choose, I'm right behind you, win or lose, forever young. Thank you.
Sean and Tim have chosen to write and declare their own vows, which they will now present to each other. I'm going to start with Sean.
I always knew this part would be hard. You know I love feelings and talking and crying, and I guess I finally have my audience. This magical life that we have is something I never could have dreamed of. Our fun, our travels, our stupidly perfect family and friends, our whirlwind romance even I thought would quickly fizzle, turned into the best love I've ever had. A cross-country move, a career of people, a million adventures, an engagement, some bumps and bruises, both recent and past, but I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. Because if it weren't for you, I wouldn't be the person I am today. You saved me, you strengthened me, and you brought me back to life. You've made me laugh more than I ever have. You've made me do things I never thought I could ever do. And you made me the person I've always wanted to be. And I'm so excited to be your wife. When I thought of vows, I just kept coming back to your favorite quote. Hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. So in lieu of traditional vows, I give you my hopes, which I promise to never let die. I hope we always laugh, because there isn't a day that goes by where my bad mood isn't turned happy by a cheesy inside joke. I hope we always put each other first, because if it happens to you, it happens to me. And if it matters to you, then it matters to me. I hope we always miss each other when the other's away. And when we forget, I promise to deliberately pick a fight with you right before you leave. I hope we always make family priority, because nothing makes me happier than weeks like these with all of our favorite people, both related and not, or our Sunday FaceTimes when we're apart from them. I hope we always bicker like teens, because even our fights are happy times to me. I hope we always apologize quickly and forget even quicker. I hope we always adventure, because every spontaneous thing you've ever made me do has made me fall more in love with you. I hope you're always my partner, because nothing matters more to me than standing by your side. I hope we always push each other to be our best selves, because I wouldn't be the person I am today were it not for you. I hope I always love you the way I have from day one, wholeheartedly, unequivocally, giddy and goofy. And if I forget, which I doubt I ever will, I promise to remember sunrise over Angel's Landing when you change my world forever. I vow to make you my top priority, my partner, my friend. I vow to be patient. I vow to be thoughtful. I vow to fight when it seems easy to quit. And I vow to smile at you every day. You're the friend I didn't know I couldn't live without. And I don't want to know life without you. Because my life now doesn't get any better with you in it.
Not that, buddy. Of course.
All right, Timothy, what you got? I did better than I thought I would.
I'd say. Yeah, why don't you hold it, bud? To my beautiful bride. There's a certain type of way I live my life. Some may say it's fast-paced. I work too hard, and most of the time play a little too hard as well. In short, I wiggle. For a long while, I never thought I'd find someone who can wiggle like me. Then I made the best decision of my life, to study abroad at NYU Florence in spring semester 2008. That semester, I met some of my best friends, including a beautiful blonde named Sean with an outsized personality, a mesmerizing smile, and unrivaled dance moves. To boot, she coined the phrase wigliamo, which loosely translates to we wiggle in Italian. Needless to say, I was impressed. Since that semester, we were always close friends, but we went our separate ways in life. You stayed in New York, I ventured west to California, but our paths still routinely crossed at friends' weddings and other gatherings. And each time I became even more enamored with you. We laughed, we danced, we wiggled. It never truly dawned on me, but you were already my best friend. There was only one problem. Sean was never single. Until one fateful night in New York when my world would forever change. We met up with some friends, and I quickly learned she was no longer taken. That night we laughed, we danced, we wiggled. Fast forward 4 weeks later, when we both took what we thought was a clandestine trip to Utah, it wasn't. We spent 4 days holding hands, cruising through the desert, blasting Zac Brown Band, and trail running national parks. It was magical. We learned so much about each other during that time. We both value our relationships and our families, our parents, our siblings, our nieces, nephews, cousins. I also learned he had a lot of them. We learned that we shared the same passion for life and took pride in our professional work. But above all else, during that time, we fell in love. Sean, I'm proud to call you my best friend and life partner. You taught me what it means to love, to be selfless, to make time for the things that matter most. We've had our ups and downs over the last month and a half, but throughout, you've been a rock. For the rest of our lives, I promise to always be your rock. To be patient with you, to love you unconditionally, and most importantly, to always wiggle. I love you.
Family is in the fabric of Sian and Tim's relationship. It is the mortar that binds them together, and it is the broad set of shoulders from which they grow. For this reason, they've chosen Weston Montgomery and Lachlan Mara, their nephews, to present their rings. I now invite them both to bring them forward. And now for the individual promises.
Sean, do you promise to be steadfast in your loyalty, stubborn in your preferences, and never, ever, no matter what kind of never, sign up for a Visa credit card?
I
Do you promise to always appreciate Tim's choice of Chinese food, always adore his machine gun laugh, and always admire his odd and recurring penchant for Teddy Roosevelt-inspired facial hair? Do you promise to never change your electric self while simultaneously committing to learn, grow, and thrive as a woman and wife? Do you commit to becoming the astonishing mother you are destined to be, and to welcome the soft hands and learning eyes of children into your lives? Do you promise to ensure this man has the conviction, the understanding, the support to be his best self, to ascend to new heights, literal and metaphorical, and to ignite the world with the passion and gusto that has already touched so many of us?
Tim, do you commit to always care for Sian, regardless of the number of times she trips, falls, has emergency surgery, or just wants to visit the ER just because? Do you promise to always share your late night rainbow cookies and save enough for Sian's breakfast the next morning, even though you really want to consume the whole box yourself?
I do.
Tim, do you promise to never change your electric self while simultaneously committing to evolving, growing, and blossoming as a man and as a husband? Do you commit to becoming the extraordinary father that you are destined to be, and to welcome the pitter patter of little feet into this world? Do you commit to ensure that Sian, our baby sister, our daughter, and our loved one, has the space, the courage, the confidence, the safety, and the support to be her best self, to live her best life, and light the world with the fire that is bright now since day one? And now for the shared promises.
Tim, please place this ring on Sean's finger.
This is the wrong one. Flip it. All good. There you go.
Tim, now please place this finger.
Sure.
Place this ring. Sean, please place this ring on Tim's finger. Do you both promise to remain humble and gentle in your marriage, always making room for respect, honor, and freedom to express your goals, your concerns, your failures, and your triumphs? Do you promise to remain patient with one another, making allowance for each other's faults while encouraging the growth of each other's strengths? Do you promise to remember that neither one of you are perfect, but always strive to remind yourselves of the ways that you are perfect for each other?
With these promises declared and witnessed by all of us here, you are ready to step into your life together. John Lennon once said, "A dream you dream alone is only a dream. A dream you dream together is reality." We are happy to announce that that reality starts right now. By the power vested in us, we now pronounce you husband and wife. Tim, let me kiss your bride.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are over the moon thrilled to introduce to you for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Montgomery.